Steph Curry, is there any update on his hamstring? I saw a mic'd up of Anthony Edwards talking to Gary Payton III, basically saying, like, hey, you guys are just trying to get to 6 so Steph comes back. Is that the case? Game 6 kind of shooting for that? And then also, how come Draymond is betting on the games?
Whoa.
Okay, he's not actually betting on the games.
What he said isn't his actual feelings. That is just what was being said, especially whenever the clip comes out. Everybody knew that the spread was 5.5. Draymond Green is saying 5.5. I know what they're doing. Is he talking about refs? What do you think Draymond Green is talking about here? And I think that is a big story too. Everybody's saying Draymond's betting on this. I don't think Draymond's betting on this. I think Draymond's saying, hey, somebody knows what this line is. What do you think he's saying? Have you got any answers? And what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I just see what everyone is you can pick up through the lip readers all across the internet. I mean, clearly he seems like he's saying what he's saying, the 5.5. First of all, it's impressive that, I don't know, maybe I just don't even pay attention to it. I have no idea what that is. But clearly knows. Draymond knew in the moment, and this is not the first or the last time that a player has, I guess, tried to intimate that the refs, there was a time where Rudy Gobert, actually, other players go like this. They show the money sign to the refs, and they get fined by the league by essentially improperly kind of implying things toward the officiating. So not sure if that's what we'll see here on this. Have not gotten any word on that front. But as far as on the court and Stephen Curry, the Warriors are just trying to win a game here tonight because they have to extend this series as much as they can to try to get to a game 6. Because my understanding is, and I said this the other day here, is that's really the earliest, safe, healthy window for them to bring Stephen Curry back from a hamstring strain. He had a grade 1 hamstring. I'm told his progression going into today was really like jogging, some movement into his jump shooting over the weekend. And I think the next step is trying to get him to the point where he can run fully, sprint fully, putt fully, take contact fully. Until you get to that point, it's not there's not like a safe way to bring him back from a hamstring injury. And that organization has obviously, I think, been very measured and careful bringing back players from these significant, soft tissue muscle injuries. And Stephen Curry said the other day, this is the first muscle strain of this kind that he's ever dealt with in his 16-year NBA career. So I think they're going to take a careful approach. The next 2 days, I think, is to see, can you ramp them up into running and cutting and sprinting? But they got to win tonight. We're going to see a lot of Jimmy Butler. They're going to need more than just Jonathan Kuminga to step up. So you had Jimmy Butler at 33. Kuminga had 30. They need Gary Payton II, Draymond Green, Brandon Podziemski, Buddy Hield. They need another guy here tonight to have 20, 25 points and really bring some force to help Jimmy Butler and Jonathan Kuminga.
Good luck to all parties. The spread tonight's 5.5, Shams, just so you know that. It's right there on the screen. So
again?
It's again 5.5. And I appreciate that Draymond's that is very much in the Draymond Green character, I guess. I should have assumed this. Him looking at the refs going, I know what you're doing. I know what you are up to. I know what you are doing. I feel like that's a classic shit talk from a player who feels like they've even gotten screwed or something like that. And then in the NBA world, with what has happened decades ago in the NBA, what's that about? What was that?
It was just a text. It was just a text, but we're
that's called. Yeah, screen froze. We saw it.
We're up to date on everything we need to know.
Oh, everything we need to know. Okay, yeah. I'm giving you everything you need. Okay, don't you worry about that. What were you going to say there?
I'm pretty sure too. One of the refs was Scott Foster. I'm not 100% sure, but he's also he's one of the biggest heels in the NBA when it comes to referees specifically. So people were pissed about that.
I like Draymond talking shit to the refs because Draymond talks shit to everybody.
Yeah,
and he didn't look mad there, which is good.
No doubt.
Didn't look mad, which everybody was talking about last week. That was a big storyline.